Okay, MB Moose Lover here, and another video, and this is February 1st, 26, and this is kind of a part 2 to the one that I just put on, which was the deer obsessed with the Grouse Eatery. There's a gray squirrel in the Eatery. This was filmed, a lot of it was yesterday. It was right after I had put some cedar boughs out for the deer here to kind of keep them away from my grouse eatery, where the grouse comes in just before dark, because they like to try and get into it and get some feed somehow if they can try to squeeze their head in, but they just scare the grouse and scare the birds. So anyway, this was the birds yesterday morning. The grosbeaks coming. Quite a few coming. There's as many as 100 I've had here. 50, 60 most of the time. There's 100 there. I tried to count them, but they're moving around so much. But there are some finches as well, but not as many, and a lot of times they're too intimidated by all these grosbeaks. And so I'm slowing this down right here. Watch this little finch sitting right there in the middle in front of a grosbeak, and he's going to drop straight down here. Watch. He's just like he's dropping out of an airplane. And this, I see this quite a bit. This is either an adult grosbeak feeding a seed to its young, or they're fighting over it, and I'm not sure which that is. Anyway, yeah, it's been really cold here, miserable cold, and the grouse came again last night, really late. Got something to eat before dark, which is pretty good, and then flew up into a tree again. And these grosbeaks here, they're just so high strung, just constantly nervous, and I guess I don't know how they get anything to eat, because they're just moving all the time. They fly down, and then they're kind of just jockeying for position here, and you don't really see them. I mean, they are eating, but they just so frantic. They're a beautiful bird, though, but they have to take a while to shell their seeds. They're pretty good at it, but then they're just moving around, and watch, they're gonna away they go. It's just, and then I got to regroup and come back. It's tiring just watching them. There's a couple in the little cups, and there's a fawn that's laying down. This was first thing in the morning, yesterday morning, and it was laying there, not too far from the eatery or the cedar bough pile. And there's some grosbeaks up there, all chubby buddies. They'll come and they'll land in these 2 trees here, 2 or 3 of these birches, and they'll just keep coming and coming and coming and landing, and then they start moving closer to the feeder, and they move over to another tree that's closer and come down lower in the limbs, and then they're so nervous about coming in, and then worry about hawks. I suppose I did have a hawk that came in here, and I got that on film. It's on my channel here, one of the videos. And this is basically showing the before and the after. This was the night when I placed the boughs out here, and then the next morning. And pretty well shows you how just a few deer can, pretty well strip a cedar branch of needles. It don't take them long. When they're hungry, they can put it away. And there's a fawn come back to see if there was anything left after they pretty well picked these branches. They picked them right clean. They don't let anything go to waste. They get every little morsel of cedar needle off of them. Yeah, they love cedar. Yeah, they don't eat pine that I know of. They don't eat spruce much either. They will eat fir. I've seen moose eat spruce, but needles. But deer just love cedar. It's their staple food. So when they're out in heavy, deep woods areas. So there's another video later. Happy Moose Lover.